Welcome to GeoSound for Creators 2021 Replay. I'm Varun Dugirala. I host a bunch of podcasts. It's called Advertising is Dead, The Varun Dugi Show, Now Think Fast. I'm basically a Swiss Army knife of podcast hosts. That is my one bad piece of humor to start this whole thing off. We're going to be talking about all the stuff that's happened in the podcast space in the last year. Have a great set of panelists here. In no order whatsoever. We have Rakesh Tiwari here, the millennial Kavi, poet, author, storyteller, many things. बहुत मजा आएगा आज बात करके. Rakesh, we have Kavita here, Kavita Rajwade, co-founder at IVM Podcast. No introduction needed. Kavita's heard me give bad introductions for years now, so this is going to be no exception in that sense. And we have Mansi Zaveri here, founder Kidstop Press, the one platform that keeps sharing my dad stories. Thank you so much for pushing my dad thing out, and also the host of Raising Parents. Thank you guys. Thanks for doing this. This is going to be fun and random. But how has everyone's life around podcasts been in the last year, couple of years? It feels like a decade, but this is the only question I'll ask, which will be everybody together. I will ask all of you all as many individual questions as possible. So only on this one, I'll start with you, Mansi. How was your year been?
The bestest ever. Can I just say that? I think that just sums it up, right? It's just been the most incredible year for us. Right from whether it's listens, streams, guests, or it's about monetizing, all three worked brilliantly well for us.
Yeah. And have you seen that the how it's kind of rippled across to the business and everything else? Because your model is so interesting for anyone who is looking at it from a multiple lens perspective, right? You're not just creating content, you also have a platform, there's a business connected to it. Has that kind of scaled up as well in terms of how the connection has played out?
You know, Varun, just monopolizing the parenting podcast space has tremendously benefited the entire Kidstop Press platform so brilliantly that we now have, brands may go helter-skelter even otherwise in terms of collaborations working with us, but they come back drawn towards the podcasting space for us. So it's like I said, for us, it's been just from a growth perspective. And even on Raising Parents, we launched Raising Parents season 1 last May during the pandemic, and we hit close to about 3 million streams after about 50 episodes. In I think about 6 episodes, we've already, and we launched this like 6 weeks ago. We're only 6 episodes down, and we've already crossed 1 million streams. So that's how good the year has been for us in terms of revenues as well. We've done 300x of what we've done in 2019 or 2020 for that matter.
That's amazing. And it also kind of shows how this space is kind of really scaled out. Point to note, you and I actually have to discuss the fact that I should do a dad podcast one day, but I have too many podcasts already. You and I have spoken about that in the past. Kavita, how have things been with you? You've been fully busy with, so much has happened in the last year.
Oh my God, I cannot even begin to tell you where. I mean, from the start that we got acquired in November last year, and from the day that news broke to where we are today, it's been a year since we announced this. Just phenomenal growth in terms of, when we went into the lockdown, we were a 15-member team. We're at 51 now. It's kind of obviously, and everything that I'm just wanting to, I just kind of followed what Mansi just said. I mean, she's seeing this in her podcast ecosystem, as a host to the category of show that she hosts, right? And we want to build a network. And so you can imagine when she's giving you these numbers and just kind of multiply that with the number of shows that we have. We're currently like putting out somewhere close to 250 episodes a month. And yeah, I think we've seen that kind of rise through, various different new genres that have kind of come into the space, the existing genres that we built over the last 4 or 5 years, how those shows have kind of figured. I mean, look at how far your shows come, right? Varun, I mean, it's just something that I feel like you are there and you've been with us for that long, and you're absolutely spending all your time creating more and more shows, engaging with those many more audiences who want to give you that time, right? So I think it's been fantastic. I mean, we couldn't have asked for anything more, just from what we saw in this 18-month lockdown that we've been in, right? I've said this before, we grew a hell of a lot. the 30-35% growth on a listener base. I think our biggest win was to be able to change listener behavior. We saw a lot of people listening to us, going to work and back and all of that, right? And when such a huge aspect of our lives changed in this lockdown, we saw a massive increase in just how many people were consuming shows, podcasts through the day, right? And that itself was, we're hoping for that to stay once we kind of come back from here. But now that the city, or now that the country has kind of come back on its feet, we're still seeing that, like commutes may have been a rather huge factor where listeners were really really coming in. But I think that this trend of listening, for people listening to us just on their PCs or even on their mobiles, is going to hugely change how we're going to probably see 2022. So yeah, no complaints whatsoever.
That's so true. No? Just that I think the entire space is kind of scaled up so much more. It's very interesting that the number of people starting podcasts is so high, but I think people are finding interesting ways to scale everything they want to do by being podcasters. And I think that's really the most fun part of this. Speaking of scaling, how someone's been doing this other stuff as well, apart from just the podcast. राकेश तिवारी जी, रोशन अब्बास ने मुझे बोला था कि तिवारी जी को pranam karna, and what I want to say is that what I love about what you've done, especially last year, 2 years, is that there's so much that you've done, and I feel podcasting has almost been that one thing which is one nice foundation there, but series भी हो गया, book हो गया, कितने सारी चीजें हो गई.
हाँ नहीं सर, यही करना था. रोशन सर was the reason. मतलब उन्होंने मुझे बताया था कि राकेश, you got a face made for audio medium. तुम्हारा चेहरा साक्षात बोले, कोई गलत फहमी नहीं पालना, कोई भी तुमसे कहे कि नहीं एक्टिंग कर सकते हो, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं, मिसकंसेप्शन मत जाना. तुम्हारी आवाज, तुम्हारा चेहरा रेडियो ऑडियो के लिए बना हुआ है. तो वहां से बेसिकली आवाज का जो मीडियम है, आवाज, मुझे अपनी आवाज से बड़ा प्यार है. तो मतलब मैं आवाज के ही मीडियम में रहा हूँ हमेशा से. मैंने 13 साल बीपीओ किया हुआ है, कॉल सेंटर. सो हाउ कैन आई हेल्प यू वाली जिंदगी. एंड द रीजन आई वाज आउट ऑफ बीपीओ वाज टू बिगिन विद वाज जियो सावन. मतलब जियो सावन का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आया था हमारे हाथ में, तो हमको लगा था नहीं यार, इससे शायद थोड़ा बहुत घर तो चल ही जाएगा. तो वो एग्रीमेंट हाथ में आते ही जो है मैंने अपनी टीसीएस वाली नौकरी छोड़ दी थी. एंड दैट्स हाउ इट स्टार्टेड. हमको कोई मतलब कुछ आइडिया नहीं था कि इस पॉडकास्ट के साथ होगा क्या. बिकॉज उस समय अगर ट्रेंडिंग पॉडकास्ट देखा जाए, व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड लास्ट ईयर 2020 में, तो स्टोरी टेलिंग काफी अच्छा चल रहा था, बिजनेस रिलेटेड पॉडकास्ट चल गए थे, इंटरव्यू बेस्ड पॉडकास्ट चल गए थे. इंटरव्यू तो इतना था कि हम एक जगह पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्ड करने गए तो स्टूडियो में, तो बोले आप क्या कर रहे हैं, हमने कहा हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं. ये थोड़ी होता है, इंटरव्यू होता है पॉडकास्ट. तो मतलब उतना जो है ये था. तो उसमें एक पोइट्री बेस्ड चीज शुरू करना, क्या वो एक्सेप्ट होगा क्या, क्योंकि पोइट्री ऑडियंसेस हमेशा नीश होती है और हमें वही एक दायरा जो है, दैट्स व्हाट यू वांटेड टू ब्रेक. कि नहीं, इवन इफ यू आर नॉट अ ग्रेट फॉलोअर ऑफ, और probably you are someone who understands poetry and its technicalities, you will still be able to enjoy it. So उस उम्मीद से मिलेनियल कभी लॉन्च हुआ और बहुत ही जबरदस्त गजब का साल रहा. मतलब जिस भरोसे नौकरी छोड़ी थी, तो सीजन 1 काफी हिट हो गया, अवार्ड मिल गए, मिलियन स्ट्रीम्स आ गए. वो एक तरफ जियो साउंड को लगा नहीं यार, इसमें इनको और पैसा दिया जा सकता है. मेरे साथ सीजन 2 भी कर लिया उन्होंने, और मुझे आई गॉट वन मोर रीजन नॉट टू गो बैक टू माई हाउ कैन आई हेल्प यू जॉब. सो इट्स अमेजिंग. और बड़ा अच्छा लगा ये जान के कि नहीं यार, पोइट्री मेरे लिए जो रेवलेशन था, जो इससे पहले एक लोगों के जहन में था कि नहीं पोइट्री ऑडियंसेस जो होते हैं वो मतलब कहीं महफिल में ही आएगी या कुछ ही लोग हैं जो सुनेंगे. मिलेनियल कवि के साथ पूरा उल्टा हुआ. हमें जितनी ऑडियंस मिली, मुझे नहीं लगता कि हमको पोइट्री समझ में आती है ज्यादा बहुत, बिकॉज ऐसी कोई कविता टेक्निकली है ही नहीं. वी हैव डन टॉपिक्स लेफ्ट राइट सेंटर, ब्रो का ब्रेकअप, एवरी गोवा प्लान एवर, वैक्सीनेशन, कोरोना वायरस अपडेट्स, ऐसी ऐसी चीजें जो टेक्निकली पोइट्री नहीं है, पर हमने उसको राइमिंग करके कैसे ना कैसे बनाया और पसंद आ गया. तो इट्स बीइंग अ ईयर ऑफ रेवोल्यूशन. और मजा है.
It's an interesting point you make, and also which means that there are two similarities between you and me. I have worked in a call center as well in the past. मैं AOL के cancellations department में था मैं. So lots of us who have taken calls.
Yeah, same here. When I worked at I've also.
Oh no, Mansi, are you feeling left out right now?
Yeah.
I'm thinking ये लोग ने पहले किया हो, मुझे बाद में नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So I don't want to feel.
Have you seen, and especially because of the conversation medium, I think Rakesh had a valid point saying there's so many conversation based podcasts, and obviously you have a very strong niche that you kind of taken on. have you seen yourself having to evolve right now as a host over this period? Because obviously the number of conversation podcasts are so many. And apart from the niche, have you evolved as a how have you seen yourself evolve as a creator and a podcaster?
I'll be honest. For me, the interview format has worked by far. The interview format has worked by far the best. But there's also a show that I do, which is the kids podcast, right?
Yeah.
Where we're only sharing bite-sized news. We're sharing, trivias with children, and we're sharing, sharing current affairs and all that. And while there, for that, the style completely changes. So for parents, they still want to be part of stories. They still want, there's this underlying insight that I feel like somebody's doing a better job than me. So therefore I want to be part of that. It's like moms love play dates, right? And you want to eavesdrop always on another mom dad conversation to know कि अच्छा वो लोग कैसा कर रहे हैं, right? There's always, I don't know, this underlying competition. And that's why the interview format has worked brilliantly in that space. But in the kids space, again, we've seen attention spans shrink. We've seen topics transform very, very clearly, and we've seen consumptions change very differently. So earlier, our kids' content would be consumed when a mother is, we were part of moments like the family sitting on a breakfast table and consuming news together, or through audio for the child. Part of where mother is dropping a child to class or to school or whatever. But now those moments have changed. So therefore, we are now creating for the moments which didn't exist, and we're kind of trying to reimagine that moment and create it back, and then create around it. So I think in that sense, the content has evolved for children. In the parent space, again, we're seeing that in the interview space, celebrities, while raising parents gets the biggest of names, from a Kareena to an Alia to a Nina Gupta to having Varun and Rakesh both on the show, we're seeing real stories emerge. Parents want to listen to more real life parents more than somebody up there, because they're finding that very, very unrelatable. So that is kind of emerged, and it's evolved me as a user, because first I was, as a host, first I used to never be able to detach from my stories, because some of them go really, some of them go through really hard, very, very unnerving stories and stuff. So it was very difficult for me to detach from the story, or from the from that story of the parent. But I think I have evolved to the extent that I've been able to somewhere detach better from that story, and also let my guests speak a little bit more than I speak.
Yeah, actually, that it's interesting about. I think we've all also been emotionally in a in a slightly different state, right, over the last 2 years, especially. So I think even how we host, how we even talk. Like I've had, like, when you're saying that about guests, I remember I had a very senior member of a corporate company I will not name, because I don't think he would like this. Who actually was very worried to be on camera, even though you're recording it off Zoom, right? So I made him switch off his camera. We did a test, just like a small chat with that off, and he was super comfortable. And his entire Copcom team turned around and said, "This is the most comfortable we've seen him." Because he generally, with interviews, he comes with set questions and he sorted. Here he said, "How will I freewheel?" And so put the camera off. So I think that evolution in just how, I think, both how we thinking and how our guests have been functioning has really changed. Kavita, actually, on that note, I want to ask you this, right? Is that obviously, from your context, plethora of hosts, plethora of formats. What have you seen as almost formats that have really grown, or and like and the categories have grown in this space in recent times, especially from like what brands are seeing interest in, what audiences are really latching on to, which maybe necessarily wasn't there pre-lockdown. And what have you also seen about how how hosts been good and have evolved? Good is me. How has everybody else evolved in this recent period of time?
Long question, but let me start with answering your first one, right? Like, I feel like we're only in the 6th year of like the general podcasting ecosystem in this country. I feel like almost every category is emerging. I mean, if there is, I mean, there were, there are like the sitting ducker categories in terms of like whether there's personal finance and tech and stuff that just works on digital platforms, right? But I feel like even within like the whole self-help, because I think, yes, in the last year and a half, I think if everybody has realized one thing is that the time is finite, and that you would want to spend your time more qualitatively, and and just like to kind of reiterate like what Mansi was saying, like you want to be able to drive more value and more real value. So if like if like a celebrity's take on like motherhood or whatever was a little a little like difficult to kind of digest, was also because there's just whatever difference. But I feel like driving deep value across certain formats, of course the short format is the clear winner right over here, in the sense, one of the things that we believe at IVM, that one of the big fundamental reasons for us to even start was to be able to push long form. Long form will always be where our heart is at, and at the same time, there are some categories that just work beautifully well where short formats are concerned. In fact, like now, and just to kind of, add again to like the whole language thing that Rakesh was saying earlier, our growth currently is coming on adaptable formats that we're being able to create so that we can actually take one singular show and build it in multiple languages, right? Like the show like The Habit Coach, I mean, good habits are good everywhere, and and so to be able to put this out in like, and that's why then one of our first short format forays was to be able to put the Habit Coach in Kannada. So that show, now if you're a fan and if you can actually understand that language, we are now recreating this for you in these languages. So I feel like it's been a little bit of an emerging trend across many things. Many categories grew. At the same time, I feel like people developed a certain kind of patience to kind of go through long form audio. We one of the reasons why I think we grew as massively as we did, because at some point in time screen fatigue set in, right? And then how else are you going to try and add value through your day while you do as many things as you do? And I know that, what, like once we're probably out of this, it'll be interesting to see how much real time. But I feel like, addiction is a thing. Once you found yourself time to do something, you're going to repeatedly find that time. So we see these trends and we want to be able to try and ensure that we're on top of our game where all of these little things are concerned, because that's where brands are going to come in. I don't want to be, we don't want to be like this kind of like, hey, you know what, if you have some leftover cash like from some other budgets, and to kind of park that, we don't want that. I would want you to give me money that you put aside for podcasting. And it may have seemed like some kind of a utopian dream maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but hell, I don't think we would have been thinking of putting together robust sales teams just because they can go out and evangelize.
How does everything else help the podcasting part? It's the same thing, but I'm just want to flip that.
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा सवाल है. ये पहला पैनल है जहाँ पे एक्चुअली जब आप नहीं बोल रहे हो तो आप सुनना भी चाहते हो. आइडियाज कभी ओरिजिनल नहीं होते, तो वो एक आइडिया दूसरे में कनेक्ट होता है, वो कहीं ना कहीं ट्रांसफॉर्म होकर बाकी चीजें बनती है. सभी चीजों ने हेल्प किया है. इनफैक्ट पॉडकास्ट से जो चीज शुरू हुई, अब जैसे कि जब स्टेज पे हम परफॉर्म करते हैं बीइंग अ पोएट, देयर इज एन इमीडिएट रिएक्शन दैट कम्स अप. सबको पता चलता है कि कौन सी चीज चल रही है, नहीं चल रही है, कैसे चल रही है. लेकिन उस समय जो ऑडियंस बेस होता है वो कुछ 200-300 लोग ही होंगे ऑडिटोरियम में उस समय जो आपको सुन रहे हैं, कॉलेज ऑडिटोरियम में एक एज ग्रुप होगा. पॉडकास्टिंग से जब ये पूरे साल का डेटा आया पिछले साल, तो मुझे पता चला कि नंबर 1 कौन कौन से शहरों में सुना जा रहा है, कौन सा एपिसोड किस एज ग्रुप में ज्यादा सुना है, और सबसे ज्यादा जो सुना गया उस एपिसोड को किन किन शहरों में ज्यादा सुना गया. तो इट काइंड ऑफ गिव मी एन आइडिया कि अच्छा ठीक है, मिलेनियल कभी है, पर जरूरी नहीं कि सिर्फ मिलेनियल जनता सुन रही है, वो सभी लोग सुन रहे हैं जो नहीं. ये एक बड़ा इंसाइटफुल चीज था कि अच्छा, दैट हेल्प मी इन, जब मैं राइटिंग पार्ट में आया, आई आल्सो राइट पोएम्स, कई ब्रांड के एडस्क्रिप्ट्स लिखे हैं, किताब भी लिखी. तो उसको कैसे लिखा जाए, हाउ कैन इट आउटरीच. जब मैंने पहली किताब लिखी थी जो ई बुक है, तो उसमें वो काफी, जब भी हम पहली किताब लिखते हैं हमारे अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस के बारे में लिखते हैं. हमारा एवरी पर्सन ऑफ आवर्स इज ऑल अबाउट आवरसेल्फ. वी आर द प्रोटैगनिस्ट, वी आर द हीरोज. And as we evolve, we learn to write stories where we are not the protagonist. So यहाँ पॉडकास्टिंग में मुझे सिखाया कि नहीं यार सुनो, तुम, हमको जो लग रहा था कि नहीं, ब्रो का ब्रेकअप एक जो एपिसोड है, तो ये तो तूफान मचा देगा, आंधियां ला देगा भाई साहब, मतलब लड़का जो है छाती पीट के रोएंगे एपिसोड सुनेंगे, वो ज्यादा नहीं था। इनफैक्ट जो दूसरा एक और एपिसोड था कि लाइफ आफ्टर मैरिज वाला एक एपिसोड था, उसने रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए। कोरोना वाला एपिसोड था, उसने रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए, मतलब पर्सन हमारा जो था। मुझे रियलाइज नहीं, जो तुम्हें लगता है कि सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात तो सबसे ज्यादा चलेगी, वो नहीं चलेगी। बात वो चलेगी जो कॉमन कंसेंसस,
कॉमन
Rakesh, you got on mute by mistake.
फोन पे करने का नतीजा है। तो चलिए, तो वो एक इंसाइट मिला कि नहीं यार, जो जो चीज आपको लग रही इंपॉर्टेंट है वो नहीं है। कॉमन कंसेंसस, जब आप एक किताब जैसी कोई चीज लिखते हैं, आप एक एड स्क्रिप्ट जैसी कोई चीज लिखते हैं, तो आपको एज ग्रुप ध्यान में रख के ये समझना पड़ेगा कि वो क्या क्या चीजें पसंद करते हैं। ये इस चीज ने मेरी राइटिंग को काफी हेल्प किया। अब जो मैं बाकी चीजें करता हूँ, राइटिंग स्टोरीज एंड पॉडकास्टिंग, दैट हेल्प मी टू राइट दिस पॉडकास्ट एपिसोड्स बेटर। क्या है कि जब आप कोई अच्छी क्वालिटी चीज डिलीवर कर रहे हैं, तो इनफैक्ट एक बहुत अच्छा एक एड फिल्म भी हमको मिला करने के लिए, टू वॉइस एंड राइट इट बिकॉज ऑफ अ पॉडकास्ट। तो ब्रांड के पास कहीं से एक पोएम था जो उन्होंने किसी तो पॉडकास्ट में सुनी थी, अंग्रेजी वाली में, एंड दे वांटेड अ हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन। वो हमने लिखा। तो मैंने वैसे ही लिखा जैसे मिलेनियल कवि का एपिसोड लिखता हूँ, कि हिंदी इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, नहीं यार सर थोड़ा मजा नहीं आ रहा, इन डेप्थ लाइए। एंड जब आप बाहर राइटिंग करने लगते हो, अपार्ट फ्रॉम व्हाट यू आर प्राइमरीली डूइंग एज अ पॉडकास्टर, रियलाइज होता है नहीं यार, क्वालिटी स्टफ भी देना जरूरी है। लोग ऐसे ही नहीं कि जो आप बहुत फेमस हो या अच्छा लिखते हो तो आपसे चीजें उठा के लेके चले जाएंगे। तो एंड देन व्हेन आई रोट दोज स्क्रिप्ट्स और एपिसोड्स और व्हाटएवर, तो मुझे रियलाइज है नहीं यार, तुम अपने पॉडकास्ट को भी जस्ट बिकॉज नंबर्स आ रहे हैं बहुत हल्के में मत लो। यू कांट जस्ट गिव अवे कंटेंट जस्ट बिकॉज इट्स रनिंग, जस्ट बिकॉज फेमस हो गया। तुम कुछ भी रात को 9 बजे उठ के एपिसोड लिख देंगे, सुबह के रिकॉर्ड कर देंगे, नहीं। वहां भी, बिकॉज वंस द क्वालिटी गोज डाउन, द नंबर्स विल कम डाउन एज वेल। या कुछ लोग होंगे जो टर्न ऑफ हो जाएंगे, जो निकल जाएंगे, जो आपके जिसमें बोलेंगे नहीं यार वो बात नहीं है। तो जो बात पहले थी वो बात बनाए रखनी है, एंड दैट्स व्हाट द अदर वर्क फॉर। तुम कभी भी रिप्लेस किए जा सकते हो, कभी भी कोई आके कह सकता है कि नहीं यार वो बात नहीं है। तो हाउ कैन यू कैरी योर मोनोटोनस टोन ऑफ राइटिंग पोएम्स एंड टॉपिक्स दैट यू वर डूइंग लास्ट ईयर, इवॉल्व वाज द मैसेज। और वो हमने उठाया दोनों जगह से।
This evolving part is so interesting, right? Because I know that I've gone through, I do this systematically, where I have like every 25 to 50 episodes, I'll sit down and say, what do I change? What do I keep? I've done that now across the board. It really helps because the chance to say, अच्छा चल रही गाड़ी, चलने दो उसको, is so high that you will go lazy. I've done lazy episodes, and I think all of us end up doing lazy episodes, and you realize you're being lazy after doing 2-3 episodes. वो मालूम पड़ जाता है because the data will show it. That's the most important part. Data will never lie. Data will show that you were lazy. Maybe after one episode, एक episode चल जाएगा. Once you do 2-3 of those, you get caught on that front. Mansi, you're smiling. Have you also seen that?
No, in my case, it's reverse, that if I change the format, because, kids are habit of creatures, right? So when I'm doing the parenting show, the parents love change in format. They love if you're doing a solo episode. They love if you're doing an interview format. But the kids, even if I miss one part, or there is a change in my intro, or I drop the trivia part of the episode, supposing the whole playlist is on dinosaurs and we've kind of spoken in a different tone and manner, and say one of the episodes we're experimenting on where did diamonds come from, and I've missed the trivia. We got so many DMs and screenshots and WhatsApp messages. Auntie, you forgot to write about the trivia. We didn't get the question for the day. And I was like, oh my God. So my lazy episode results into different sort of interaction. So
the instant feedback.
So yeah, so evolution in some cases can be very tricky. So yeah.
बच्चे इतना प्यारा फीडबैक देते हैं, हमको तो डीएम आते नहीं सर मजा नहीं आया, वो वाला बात नहीं है जो था आपका, मतलब वैसा नहीं है, सीधे वन लाइनर्स खत्म।
मेरा फेवरेट एक्चुअली था कि I think I put an episode up on YouTube for the first time, and the first comment was, for your first ever episode, you're surprisingly good. I'm like, मेरे सिर्फ ऑडियो ओनली में है वहाँ पर, मतलब 100 एपिसोड है, अब वो भी सुन लेना। But speaking of video, I thought we could also talk about a few things that are happening that's also evolved in the space, right? Obviously the data part has really scaled up, the tech around it, video podcasts are a thing. So I know Roshan ne bola tha, but we might have to do video podcasts also very soon in that sense. But I want to just kind of ask all of you, what do you think? What are you excited about the things that are coming up? I'll start off with Kavita and then I'll come to everybody else.
So, okay, to answer that, I think that there is a little bit of a, I mean, we're excited about the money, right? Like that is going to be emerging in
We
this
all are.
category, and we really, and it's something that I think we're laying the groundwork. It's taking us some time, but at the same time, I mean, we've been on the network, and you can see, the gradual change in how you're seeing that happen. But at the same time, I feel formats are going to evolve. I think, I mean, we're at that stage right now where, sticking to your guns around some stuff is going to remain, but at the same time, trying to kind of figure out like new spaces to kind of, where else can we actually be able to build more valued content, right? Like, and I know, like, again, when we speak about, like, say, business as a category, it's massive. I mean, today even a personal finance show like Paisa Vaisa is a business podcast. Heck, even Advertising is Dead, talking about like the business of advertising and brands and content is a business podcast. So I feel like we need to drive value for sure. And I see this a lot, like in OTT platforms, peddling video, right? Mostly because, it was a really, really big decision for us to actually add video to this whole, very things that we're getting to offer, like, a brand, right? But like I said earlier, video is a function of money. We needed to kind of wait in the wings to be able to do that, because also being able to do that well is something. At the same time, I know that some of my hosts are rattled, like, beyond, they're like, hey, there's a reason why we started doing audio, because there's just like lesser pressure. We can focus on the content. Also, the fact that it is long form, to be able to have, a real conversation with someone without the pressure of video has always been there. But at the same time, I think, just like how you are here, I mean, outside of putting out valued content, money is really important. And how much extra zeros, how many extra zeros can be added, to a release order, just because you've also added video as an element of delivery, right? So I think it's going to be a combination. There's going to be some people who are going to be reluctant. There are going to be some people who are going to be willing to kind of try new things. But at the same time, I feel it's again going to be a little bit of a combination, because driving money over 2022, 23, over the next few years of how we are going to do this is crucial. And, and how we get that big mega mix of, like, what are the things, just like how, again, Mansi was saying right in that first question, right? She's seeing a lot of engagement across, like, her interview format. Why is that? Because, again, I think, it's just the kind of listening pattern that you can drive. And once you're actually there with the most, like, best combination of how you're driving information and value and entertainment all together, is where it's going to be at. And I feel like, 2022 is going to be that year that we're going to see, like, some, not just like some big money, but just, some great ideas being backed by great brands. And, and that money element is going to kind of, put everyone at ease.
How about you? How you've seen, or rather, what are you bullish about in terms of what you've been seeing as not just what you can do as a podcaster today, what you can add on to it, tech, data, everything else?
So I'll say two things, Varun. One is, for some categories, video podcasts will work brilliantly. Like, I know for the parenting shows that I host, it'll work brilliantly. But for the kids show that I actually host, which is I'm Not Bored, because we're working on talking to parents about benefits of auditory skills, and because parents are anyways battling with screen, video is a complete no. We are
No,
working
yeah.
on helping them being better listeners, working on better auditory skills, working on a screen free time. Therefore, I will never make that format into a video, because then I'll be competing with a YouTube and it'll not be as attractive. Or I'll be competing with any animated piece of content which even comes to you on any messaging app, right? So for different categories, I think it'll be different. So for kids, I would never touch the video, but for parenting, I would. Again, I'm very excited about the voice search space, or the voice instruction space, right? Your mini pods or your home pods and all of that, and how that is going to make voice search so important, that podcasts are going to play a very, very critical role in the SERPs of how the whole um, how the whole category is going to grow, right? The third bit I would say is that I would love to see a lot more collaboration in the space between podcasters within India and across the board. I think right now I find it a very I don't know if incestuous is the right word, but I feel
We're all in our own bubbles.
yeah, we're all collaborating with the top 3, top 4, top 5. But given my data and given the data of Raising Parents and all the other shows that I'm hosting in the podcast space, especially, the top 5 are not the top 5 bets. Like Rakesh ji said that ye episode chalega, wo episode nahi chal raha hai. I'll give you a simple example. We did an episode with Kareena and we did an episode on JioSaavn itself on Raising Parents. One was with Kareena and one was with a guy who's a single father who's adopted a Down syndrome child. Both have done exactly the same numbers. In fact, the single father has done better from a time frame perspective, fewer weeks gone by versus a celebrity, but done as well, right? So I would say stories will rule no matter language. So I think that will be very, very important. And on the brand front, I'll just say that how can we as creators, producers, all of us change the narrative of brands coming from just advocacy, fixing the brand piece, brand advocacy piece through podcast, to justifying the ROIs through podcast, right? That's a whole separate conversation, which I am completely battling right now. Everybody who wants to do advocacy, whoa, podcast is the way to go. It just seems like it's on every ad agency's KRAs to do a podcast this year. I don't know if the nods are justifying that, right? But that advocacy to ROI shift is going to be very, very important. And last bit, I'll just sum it up to say that for me, unlike all of you all, it was a network, a publishing company to a podcast was one vertical. Whether you're going that way or going from top down, that is creating a podcast and then building a network, either ways it's going to work. But stick to your niche. Like blinders on, if I would have done anything else, because I feel the money, and like Kavita said, the money is important because you're giving your heart and soul to these 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you're going to stick to your niche and monopolize the niche, the money is there. If you're going to be a generalist, I feel like it's going to be a run for the zeros.
Yeah, I totally agree on that front. And I feel also the thing is, when you spoke about how we collaborate, I think there are two things that we all need to learn. I've learned the most from just talking to YouTubers and people who make content on Instagram in the last year and a half, because how they collaborate, how they do stuff together is actually how a lot of podcasters should do it. I've actually been on at least 10 podcasts where it was one of their first 3 to 4 episodes, because every time someone reaches, I'm like, how many episodes have you done? Done none. I've done 4. I'm like, I'll come as a guest, right? So it's fun to do that. It's fun to be there to do that part, than to say, okay, it's already there, so let's do that and build there. But I want to come to Rakesh here. Just from a future standpoint, what are you excited about?
What excites me more about is कि मतलब brands coming in, definitely. पहले 2 चीज जो है काफी अच्छी हुई है इस मीडियम के साथ, जो है ना, ब्रांड्स आएंगे, रेवेन्यू आएगा, ऑफकोर्स आएगा, पर जो चीज मुझे सबसे ज्यादा एक्साइट करती है वो है कि सुनने वालों का इस मीडियम के प्रति आकर्षण, मतलब कि कंसिडरिंग लाइक अभी एक मिलेनियल जो ट्रैवल कर रहा है ट्रेन में, जिसके पास प्लेलिस्ट भी मौजूद है अपने गाने की, उसके पास सारे गाने डाउनलोडेड भी हैं, वो टैप करके रेडियो भी सुन सकता है, बट देन दे आर डिसाइडिंग कि नहीं यार, मेगा फ्लेवर तो पोइट्री है या मेगा फ्लेवर इंटरव्यू, मैं ये पॉडकास्ट हूँ। और यही से अगर वीडियो पॉडकास्टिंग इवॉल्व होता है तो ये एक सबसे बड़ा बैरियर भी होगा, क्योंकि ऑडियो मीडियम की यही खूबसूरती है कि वो आपको सारी चीजें आपके, मतलब कहते हैं ना कि ऑडियो इज अ थिएटर ऑफ द ब्लाइंड, सो मतलब आपकी एस्थेटिक्स निकाल लेता है, कैसे दिखते हैं कैसे नहीं दिखते हैं, सारे जो जजमेंटल चीजें होती हैं एक कलाकार के पास, जो जिसके जरिए उसको जज किया जाता है, वो निकाल लेता है और सिर्फ आपकी आवाज रहने देता है, और आवाज के साथ आप एक पूरी दुनिया बना सकते हैं। अच्छा, ये वहां से ट्रेन निकली, ये गया वो गया। तो हमको इसलिए कहानियां सुननी पसंद थी ना, हम ज्यादा कहानियां देखने से ज्यादा सुनना पसंद करते हैं, क्योंकि जब आप सुनते हैं तो अपनी दुनिया बनाते हैं। इसीलिए शायद जब 10 साल पहले जब रेडियो इवॉल्व हुआ, जब लाइसेंसिंग हुई, तो हम सबके अपने फेवरेट रेडियो स्टेशन बन गए, हमारे फेवरेट आरजेस बन गए, क्योंकि सारे आरजेस स्टोरी टेलर्स थे, तब एड्स नहीं मिलते थे, तब 5-5 मिनट गाने में एड नहीं बजते थे। हर एक आरजे का अपना एक मॉड्यूल था, वो बातें करता था, कोई गजल कहता था, कोई भाभियों के साथ फ्लर्ट करता था। हर एक आरजे एक पोटेंशियल स्टोरी टेलर था और हमें उसकी कहानी से जुड़ना पसंद आ गया। यही रेडियो की ऑडियंस जो थी, जो जिनको कहानियां सुनना पसंद है, अपॉइंटमेंट लिसनरशिप सुनना पसंद है, ये मेरा स्पेस है, इसे मैं सुनूंगा, वही पॉडकास्ट की तरफ शिफ्ट हुई है। एंड वो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है कि अरे अब लोग कह रहे हैं कि नहीं यार, क्योंकि इसमें वो नहीं है, अपॉइंटमेंट लिसनरशिप नहीं कि इसी समय सुनना है, 9 बजे ही शो आएगा, कभी भी सुन, रात को तकिए पे लेकर मुझे कविता सुनने का मन हुआ तो मैं सुन सकता हूँ। बीइंग अ पेरेंट, जब बच्चे सो जाए तो मैं मानसी जी का कभी पॉडकास्ट कई सारे पेरेंटिंग वाले सुन लेता हूँ, तो हमारी दो बेटियां हैंडल किया जाए। तो ये सबसे बड़ी बात हुई है कि एक लिसनर जो है तैयार हो रहा है इस चीज के लिए कि पॉडकास्ट एक एज ए मीडियम, एज एन एंटरटेनिंग मीडियम, खास करके जब नेट मतलब अलग अलग ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म्स मौजूद हैं, पॉडकास्ट को भी कंसिडर किया जा रहा है, इसकी लिसनरशिप बढ़ गई है, एंड स्पाइकिंग अप। अब जहां भी लिसनरशिप बढ़ेगी, जहां भी सुनने वाले आएंगे, ब्रांड्स उतरेंगे। अब ये ना हो शायद से कि एग्जिस्टिंग पॉडकास्ट पे कोई ब्रांड आ जाए, और ब्रांड ड्रिवन पॉडकास्ट जरूर आ सकता है। कल को हो सकता है कि एयर इंडिया या कोई एयरलाइंस आ जाए बीच में और कहे कि नहीं, हम ट्रैवल स्टोरीज वाला पॉडकास्ट करते हैं, स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय फलाना एयरलाइंस, या कोई ब्रांड आ जाए कि नहीं यार, हम सोच बदलना चाहते हैं, तो मे बी शायद कोई वॉशिंग पाउडर वाला आ जाए कि बस सोच को बदलो, सोच को साफ करो वाला पॉडकास्ट, ये आ सकता है। ये सबसे बड़ी बात, अपार्ट फ्रॉम evolving listenership या brand stepping in या mediums getting larger, is the listenership coming in. हमें सुनने वाले लोग आ रहे हैं, ये बड़ी exciting यार, हमें सुना जाए।
That's the most important point.
In there, I completely agree with Rakesh that we can think of all the necks, but just growing the market is just or upon all of us and so many others, because we're literally barely
scratching the surface.
I could not agree.
पहले अगर आप बोले कि आप पॉडकास्ट करें तो कहते हैं अच्छा हाँ, कहाँ किधर सुनने में, लिंक भेजना, तो लिसनर एजुकेशन ही नहीं था, अवेयरनेस ही नहीं था, जो कि अब है। पॉडकास्ट में बड़े हैं, उसका फायदा ये हुआ कि अच्छा ये भी एक चीज है, ये लोग चल रही है, और ये जितना इवॉल्व होगा वो हम सबके लिए फायदेमंद है।
Yeah, think of it like in 2-3 years ago, did we write podcaster in the link in our bios? It suddenly emerged. It's so cool to say, or put that.
I couldn't agree more. I put that first now. I put everything else afterwards. Podcaster first, everything else later on. Actually, I should add what I said today. Swissami knife of podcasters will go into my bio right after this recording.
That's a cool one, huh?
Right after this. I think we pretty much are done for time on this number. Thank you a ton, all of you. I think we've covered a bunch of stuff, but it's been an exciting year. Lots more exciting years coming ahead. We all get to yap a lot. Kavita gets to make sure that all of us make money out of it, and also push us to yap more and more. And thanks a ton for joining in today and having a chat. And I had a ton of fun. I hope it was fun for you too.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Varun. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. It was kind of a English speaking course for me as well. I've got